actually, there are a lot of traders, because I know a lot of traders follow this channel, a lot of traders that are actually most comfortable in these ranges, okay? So first and foremost, what is this range? How do you define it, and how could you trade it? So that's what I'm going to talk about now. Now, first and foremost, you see that you have this initial A wave, okay? Initial break of structure. That the A wave to the A wave, which is basically the first wave out of the initial break of structure, actually sets the upper range of this trading range. Okay, so let's go in the smaller time frames. Let's go in 5-minute time frame. I'm referring specifically to this wave right here. Okay, I'm gonna label it. I'm gonna do this with you all. Okay, this is a very, very powerful trading technique. If you're getting value from this, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification. All right, so let's make this a little lighter. Okay, so this initial A wave is basically breaking the downtrend, breaking that sort of initial break of structure, and saying, okay, I'm going to initiate this reversal. I'm going to initiate this counter wave, which is the B wave, okay? So that sets the top, and you can see that during this trading range, during the time that Bitcoin has been ranging, this top has been respected. Every time we hit it, we went down. Every time we hit it, we went down, okay? Hello everyone, my name is Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is March 26, 2022, and Bitcoin looks like it's putting in its ABC correction, right, to continue its move to the upside. So we're on the 15-minute time frame, and as we can see, I believe that we did put 5 waves in. We put in an initial break of structure, okay, an A wave, and we're currently printing a B wave, which is a counter to that A wave, okay? And we will eventually be putting in an impulse to the downside. Now, looking at this ascending diagonal, okay, this ascending diagonal support line that Bitcoin has been following ever since the 13th of March, so for about 2 weeks, it seems that we must get it's likely that we get, there's no must, but it's likely that we get the end of our ABC correction sooner than later. Why? Because if we put our Fibonacci retracement tool in from the beginning of this 5-wave leading diagonal to the end, we can see that the later we have this this impulse to the downside, the C wave, or the 5-wave impulse that ends the ABC correction, the later we have it, the higher the support is, okay? Because this ascending diagonal will be even higher, and we know that the minimum retracement for a wave 2 correction, according to Elliott wave theory, is the 382. So it's likely, judging by this analysis, that we get this C wave to the downside sooner than later. And by sooner, I mean perhaps this evening, this afternoon, right? Something like that, right? Any later, and we'll have to break it. And if we break it, we can wick below it, no problem. But that would just be a different scenario, right? But it's likely that price is supported by this ascending diagonal that's been in for the past 2 weeks, that has had, let's see, how many touch points? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 touch points, okay? So that is a significant line of support. So it's not super important. I wouldn't necessarily bank on the C wave or the impulse landing directly on the 382 at around 42.9. I would plan for it to go the distance, which is the 618 because we know a wave 2 cannot exceed the 618 Fibonacci retracement level, which is around 41.5. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing on the charts. All right, now let's get a little more specific and talk about what Bitcoin's doing in the immediate short term. Now, we know that we've been in consolidation, we've been ranging, okay? And this is a typical of a B wave, okay? So let's erase this for the time being. And actually, there are a lot of traders, because I know a lot of traders follow this channel, a lot of traders that are actually most comfortable in these ranges, okay? So first and foremost, what is this range? How do you define it, and how could you trade it? So that's what I'm going to talk about now. Now, first and foremost, you see that you have this initial A wave, okay? Initial break of structure. That the A wave to the A wave, which is basically the first wave out of the initial break of structure, actually sets the upper range of this trading range, okay? So let's go in the smaller time frames. Let's go in 5-minute time frame. I'm referring specifically to this wave right here. Okay, I'm going to label it. I'm going to do this with you all. Okay, this is a very, very powerful trading technique. If you're getting value from this, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification. All right, so let's make this a little lighter. Okay, so this initial A wave is basically breaking the downtrend, breaking that sort of initial break of structure, saying, okay, I'm going to initiate this reversal. I'm going to initiate this counter wave, which is the B wave, okay? So that sets the top. And you can see that during this trading range, during the time that Bitcoin has been ranging, this top has been respected. Every time we hit it, we went down. Every time we hit it, we went down, okay? So this this gives us a good idea as to the top of the range, and now the bottom of the range can be ascertained in two ways. One, just using price action, okay? So you can use the bottom of, basically the bottom of price action from here and draw some resistance, okay? And what you can do, just so you know, to set your stops is use Fibonacci levels. Use Elliott wave theory. So take your Fibonacci retracement tool, okay, and take the phi ratio, or the 1618, right, of this A wave right here, of the A wave of the B wave, okay, because you know that B waves cannot retrace more than the 1618. So this has to be the maximal retracement to, let's put a line here. This has to be the maximal retracement to any move to the downside in this range. Does that make sense? So essentially, were you to trade this range, the best thing to do would just literally be try and buy the bottoms of the range with stops directly behind the phi ratio, and long the bottoms and short the tops. Very simply, long the bottoms and short the tops, okay? And now, the beauty of Elliott wave theory is that it provides context to all of this. It's not just range trading, right? A lot of traders, not to say that, there's anything wrong with that, just range trading, not having any context, but there's a larger context. And the larger context of this method is that we know in Elliott wave theory that reversal patterns require 3 sets of corrective waves, okay? So we have this A wave, we have, I'm going to change the color, don't worry, this B wave comprised of 3, right? Okay, so I'm going to change the color here to something like this. And then we have the last of the corrective waves, or what should be the last, okay? And I'm going to change it to, no, okay, sorry. I'm going to put this in, then change the color. That's how it works. The last of the corrective waves, an A wave, okay, a B wave right here, okay, and that should lead us into an impulse, okay? And so let's change the color there. Here we go. Okay, so this should be the last wave taking us out of the range. One of the issues with trading ranges is that most people don't know where it's going to break, all right? But we have larger context for this given Elliott wave theory. We know that this is the initial break of structure of this, impulse, right? And so we're looking for some consolidation into a B wave, okay? And we know B waves are comprised of 3 motions, and these are the 3 motions. This is what you're getting, right? You're getting your A wave, your B wave, and then your C section, okay? That's your reversal pattern. And so what is the target? Very simply here, the target for channels, for ranges, is simply the height of the range, okay? And so let's erase this, and let's take the height of this range right here. So from range top, let's turn off the magnet, from range top to range bottom, from range top to range bottom, and we can see that the target should be around here, okay? And there is some resistance in the market right there, do you see? And if we took the Fibonacci retracement tool, let's just take the Fibonacci retracement tool from the top of this A wave, let's turn the magnet back on, top of this A wave to the bottom, okay, and the bottom of this A waves right here, we see that that takes us to the 886 Fibonacci retracement level, which is a common retracement for B waves, okay? 786 is the minimum, 886 and 914 are common retracement levels. So there's confluence there. There's confluence. We can expect Bitcoin to come in this B wave impulse to about the 886 level. After that, you're forming a new range, okay? So this is the power of these techniques. So let's get rid of this. Let's say that our B wave, all right, let's simplify this. Let's say that our B wave gives us, all right, what's this? Let's just keep this in mind, about 45K, okay? Let's say that this is our A wave, right? And our B wave comes to around 45K. Now, what do we have after the B wave? Okay, we know that after B wave comes the C wave, but price doesn't just turn on a dime. We know we pivot. So once again, you're forming a new range, right? This is the range high, the start of the top of wave 5, the beginning of your A wave. Your range low is the bottom of this range that you are in, okay? And you're basically doing the same thing. You're ping-ponging up and down in a range. You're just making the range bigger. This works on all time frames, okay? This is combining simple support and resistance, right? A technique that uses simple support and resistance with the power of Elliott wave theory, okay? If you're getting value, once again, please like the video, share with other people interested in trading Elliott wave theory, technical analysis, Bitcoin, the like, and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you. If you're not yet subscribed, hit the bell notification for daily updates and impromptu live streams and the scheduled Tuesday live stream at 4:15 Eastern Standard Time. So you're basically going like this. 1, 2, once you hit the top here, you're going to go down. Now, if you go down, are you going to go down to range lows? Unlikely, because you would be forming a pivot. Context, once more. Price wants to turn, so that has to pivot. A small A, B, C correction, and this pivot can take you up here. So now, let's say you wanted a short, okay? Again, you sell the range highs and you buy the range lows. Now, how do you buy this range low? You don't just buy once this B wave is finished at 45K. No. You wait for the pivot, because the pivot can take you up through the top of this range. It can wick up through the top of this range. Now, where would your stop be? Okay, this is the question. You can't, I only have 3 rules in trading, okay? And my first rule is no reasonable stop, no trade, okay? So if you don't know where this trade is invalidated, you can't take it. Now, how could you figure out a stop? Very simply, you take, using Elliott wave understanding, Elliott wave theory, you take your Fibonacci retracement tool of this A wave, okay? And you know that the maximum retracement, once again, I have this line set here. Why? The maximum retracement of a B wave, and this is a B wave going to the upside, is the 1618 of the A wave. If it retraces beyond the 1618, it's no longer a B wave. You're an impulse. You just didn't know it, right? So that would be the invalidation of the entire move. So very simply, what you would do is you would wait for the B wave to hit. Then you would also wait for this pivot to go, because this pivot can take you up here, then take you down. If for people that are confused about a pivot, don't worry about it. I talk about this in nauseam. Just subscribe to the channel. You'll get it. But price just can't turn on a dime. I know I have got 3 waves here, an A, B, and a C, and after B comes C. Yes, but you will see that once you get here, price will reject once more, form another B wave, and that B wave can take you all the way up here. So if you want to get in a short, this is what you should wait for. You should wait for the initial break of structure from this B wave rise. Okay, let's change the color on this so as not to confuse everybody. This is the pivot I'm talking about. And this C wave would be the same, okay? This would be your sort of, the C wave of the pivot is the same as the C wave that I have here, okay? So if you want, you can take the B wave all the way up here if you like, if that makes more sense to you. But actually doesn't make too much sense conceptually. I hope you understand. The B wave would reject, initial break of structure, give you another B wave, and you would go down. So this is where you would get in your short right here at this level, okay? Just trying to get as close to the top as possible so that you minimize your risk when you put your stop behind this 5 ratio, this 1618. That is the way you play these ranges. That is the way you would trade this. This is the way I'm going to trade this. This is what I'm seeing on the chart. Once again, if you're getting value, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Trade safe, my friends. Trading is tough, but you stick with it, you will get it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.